is wins. And the Bulls lose their fourth straight game today, this time against the Orlando Magic. Another flat performance from the Chicago Bulls overall. This has been some of the most disgusting play from this team that we've seen. We're going to break it all down right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, Bulls fans, welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. Chicago Lose Central. That's what the name of the show is, Chicago Lose Central, because all we talk about is losses here because our team sucks. Another flat performance outside of some flashes from the rookie Dalen Terry. I got the hiccups. Outside of some flashes from the rookie Dalen Terry, it's just, hey, man, this team sucks. Like, let's just be clear, right? Let's not pull no punches. Let's not, like, this team absolutely looks dejected out there. They look like they don't give a damn. The body language is trash. This team not only has given up on probably head coach Billy Donovan, but I think they've given up on themselves. This is not a Bulls team that's going to pull it around. It's not coming. The turning it around ain't coming. It's not coming at all. There's nothing coming for this team. They're not improving. They're not turning the season around. They're not all of a sudden go on this run. And, you know, people thought at some point we could be the Boston Celtics of this year. It's not coming. It's not happening. This team is going to be lucky to get in the play-in. They're going to lose in that play-in tournament, and then AK got some work to do. At this point right now, all we're doing is waiting till the end of the season and seeing what happens. That's where we are. This team is god awful. This team is trash. This team looks lackadaisical in every aspect of the game. There's just watching this team. If they take the scoreboards away and you just watch this game and the momentum of this game, you knew that within the first 8 minutes of this game, it was over for the Chicago Bulls already. It was like they had some spurts in there. 16 turnovers, 40% shooting from the field, 3 of 21 from three-point range. They win the rebounding battle by 2. Okay, cool. 17 assists on 35 made baskets, 8 steals, 3 blocks. This team just ain't playing good, man. And it's not. Pat Williams, 2 for 11. Shout out for him taking 11 shots. 2 for 11. DeMar DeRozan, 8 for 20 with 19 points. Nikola Vucevic, 5 for 11 for 13 and 13. 1 assist, 2 steals. Shout out to Nikola Vucevic. Zach LaVine goes 9 of 20 for 26 points. I would assume it was 1 of 5 for 2 points. That's just in your starting lineup. That's bad shooting. This team is this is done. Put a fork in them. It's done. Put a fork in Lonzo Ball's knee. He probably won't feel it anyway. No, he'll feel it because all he feeling in that knee is pain. It's over with. Like, let's be clear here. And by that, I don't mean the season is over with. I mean the expecting anything from this team, it's over with. If you're still holding out hope, shout out to you. At this point, I'm at the same point I was during the 07-08 Chicago Bulls season. It's over. It's over. Yeah, there are going to be some good games in there between now and the end of the season. We're going to see some flashes between now and the end of the season. But as far as this version of this team, it's done. It's done. You have to make some wholesale changes to this team, and the heart and the lack of heart out there is just so disrespectful to a city like Chicago that is built around working hard, fighting hard, being the underdog, just being tough. All that is gone from this team. This team is not indicative of the city of Chicago. It's not indicative of what we expect from the Chicago Bulls franchise. It ain't shit. This roster and the way that these players are executing out there, besides some flashes every once in a while and rookie Dalen Terry getting in this game, it's done. I hate to just be ranty to start off the show again because I know you guys got a lot of that from me the last week. But when you just look at this team and the body language of every single person on this team is just god awful. Everybody's just ready to get this season over with, and you can tell that air and that energy around this team. And because of that, you feel it, and it's evident. It's evident in their play. It's evident when they go after loose balls. It's evident in their defense. It's evident in their lack to try to get rebounds. But everybody on this team and us as fans, we need to be prepared as well. Is ready to move on, not necessarily ready to give up on the season, but I mean ready to move on. They understand this season ain't it for them. They got to go into the offseason and work harder on their game. The front office got to go into the offseason and work harder what they do. I don't think they need to do with ownership, but I tell you what, you can tell from everything. The body language of this team reminds me of that 07-08 Chicago Bulls team. And for people who were around, then you will know, like, it's so similar to this team. That team the season prior defeated, now again, they won a playoff series. We didn't even win a playoff series, defeating the defending champion Miami Heat, sweeping them. Then the next season after that, they add rookie Joe Kim. No, it did not work. And you could tell about midway through that season, that team was just not going to be able to pull it away or be the same team that they had been before. That team still played with more heart, but you could tell that it was done with. And that's where we are right now with this season for the Chicago Bulls. It's done. No matter what and how good they look at times, no matter how many wins they can get between now and the end of the season, no matter where they finish in the standings at the end of the season, you have to go into this offseason realizing you have to majorly change some things fundamentally with this roster. You can't move on from the coach, right? That team did move on from Scott Skiles halfway through the season. We can't do that here. They locked in Billy Donovan, so they're riding with him. It's just that presents its own problems as well. You now have a coach locked in that hasn't developed a damn thing, and now you're looking at the option of, do we try to go after veterans? Do we make moves for veterans? Do we make move for draft picks? What direction do we go in? And either way, you're stuck with a coach right now. The ownership is not going to allow you to fire, and you're stuck with a coach that has not done shit to develop most players. And you know what? I know I've been giving Billy Donovan some credit for Kobe White, but no, Kobe went and worked on his game outside of the Chicago Bulls. Now, I will say this. Shout out to Billy Donovan for giving him minutes and sticking with him, but that development that Kobe White's done, I'm not putting that on Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan has done nothing to me to show that he's developed players, and everybody has gotten worse since the longer they're around Billy Donovan. That's not to blame everything on Billy Donovan, but that's just to identify what it is. We aren't in a place right now where anything's going to change anytime soon. No route that you pick offers a clear solution for this team. We don't have the young players that we can look at and say, this is the next set that we're going to start building around, because the young players that we have ain't proved to develop the goddamn thing. So it's just, I've been saying for a while, because of where we sit record-wise, we're in basketball purgatory. We're in sports purgatory for so much more than that. We got a head coach locked in for several more years with an ownership group that's going to be too cheap to fire him, even if he did. Billy Donovan can lose the next 20 games in a row, and he's still going to be the head coach of the Chicago Bulls because he has an in with Billy Donovan. We have a front office in here that picked a direction. Shout out to them for picking a direction. Came in, did some things, made some moves. We've slowly started seeing almost every move that they make, not pay off. Not for some things that are out of their control. Lonzo's health. Listen, that's up to the basketball gods, right? Nikola Vucevic, he's a free agent now. He's playing as your most consistent Bull, but can you even set to give a player of his age a 2-3 year contract extension that's probably going to be closer to $20 million a year with where this team sits right now? You drafted a solid rookie player who's having a sophomore slump in Ayo Dosunmu, but you only gave him a 2-year contract when you could have gave him 3, and now you have to make a decision on a long-term contract for him with one good season and one so-so season. The Bulls right now could be in a place where they could be going into a third season contract with Ayo on their third year and use that year to finally be like, okay, good first season, shaky sophomore season. Let's see where it falls in the middle of this in your third season. Then we can extend you. No, now you got to extend him too, and you can't let him walk for everything. You got Kobe White, who did develop and add some things to his game, but with where this team is now, you have to look at, hey, can we afford to give him money on top of Caruso, who we don't know if he can stay healthy either. Everything that this team, every domino that they built has started slowly falling apart. And the thing is like, it didn't fall apart at the top and then the bottom was still solid. The foundation didn't fall apart where the top was still solid. It's every other ring. And because of that, you really can't build on shit. This team is in such a uniquely bad place, such a specially bad place that it's like, it's disgusting in a way. And of course, in hindsight now, we can step back and look at all these things and be like, no, we should have actually did that. We should have actually did this. some of what you do as a GM, you don't have the benefit of hindsight. You always are going to have the risk of the deal not working out. But every single thing that they did, when you look at it in totality and how it's coming now together after a disappointing season, it's like, wow. Like, most teams have one or two of those things to worry about, right? They have a young player that they need to extend, that maybe they don't want to pay quite yet, but they got to because he's young and they're building a solid young core. We ain't got that. Some teams have veterans where they have to look at it and be like, hey, is this veteran worth keeping around on this contract while we have this younger roster? Like, it's just, the Bulls are in such a bad place, man. It's such a bad place. It's crazy where the Chicago Bulls sit at right now. And the fact and just how we got here is disgusting in a lot of ways. And I smile when I say this, but I'm really smiling to keep myself from going crazy. This is wild right now. This is where we sit at. You had a player as well. I didn't even mention Zach LaVine that you couldn't let walk away for nothing, despite some Bulls fans tell you it would have been the most idiotic and crippling thing to let a player like Zach LaVine walk away for nothing. But now you're sitting there with the highest contract in Chicago Bulls history for a player that forgets how to play basketball in fourth quarters and can't make an entry pass to save his life. That's where we sit at right now, right? That's crazy. It's uniquely strange, right? It's a very peculiar ass situation that we sit in right now. And I'm so glad I'm not the GM or the coach that has to deal with this shit. All right, let's get into your guys' comments. Markel says, the most exciting thing about this game was seeing Dalen Terry play. That's it. That was the only positive you can take away from it. Kadaro says, Haize, you keeping me saying holy shit. Yeah, man, it's bad, bro. It's bad, man. Emmanuel says, I love what I saw from Dalen Terry. Hey, listen, I feel you, bro. I did too. I liked what I saw from him a lot. Bulls once again. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, at this point, it's not shit in the bed. They're pigs rolling around in the mud, right? It's some shit in there. It's some dirt. It's some mud. It's a little bit of grass from time to time, I guess. But it's a whole lot of stinky shit, right? That's what this Bulls team right now. They ain't in the bed. They don't deserve to be in beds. These are the pigs sitting in their own shit. I shut down the big three for the rest of the season. Give Pat, Dalen, and I all the minutes they want. Yeah, no, that's not realistic though, brother. This ain't 2K. I don't care what anyone says. They are not trying anymore. How do you come out of a timeout after a run and switch Kobe on to Ben Carroll? Bro, like literally everything that you could do wrong, right? Focus. Fucking camera. There we go. All right. It's a beard vision. There we go. We crispy now. Vargas says, yeah, there were 5 Dalens out there. Man, listen, I wish we could start 5 Dalen Terrys. At least the team will play with heart then, right? Jason James says, hey, at least we got continuity. Oh, we got continuity out the wazoo. We got all the continuity you want. You get continuity. You get continuity. Everybody got continuity. We all got continuity. We ain't got a single goddamn win to show for it, but we sure got some continuity in this mug, right? At least we got that. Bulls balls out says, pack it up. It's over. Hey, go ahead and clock out for me, right? That's what you got to do. You gotta go ahead and clock out for me, man. It's crazy. Is it really that damn hard to make a pass without jumping in the air? Apparently, yes. Apparently, he has the Tyrus Thomas disease, but when it comes to passing, like I've never seen so many jump passes in my life. Like why does every pass have to be a jump pass, Zach? Like you're what, 6'6", 6'7"? You can see. You ain't got to do jump passes, bruh. D-Dub, Haize, I wonder how AK's evaluation of the last 27 is going to go. If it's not a bunch of, all he should be writing down is drawing the shit emoji, because that's what the evaluation is of the players at the end of this season, is a bunch of shit, right? That's what it needs to be. If it's anything more than a shit emoji written down on this piece of paper, he's failing, because that's all it is. We can cut out the evaluation right now. We can tell you what the evaluation is. It's shitty. I love DeMar, but he can't be on this team. He's a great player, but he does not fit. And AK needs to flip him this offseason for some 3 and D guys. Listen, I mean, I wish it was that easy. We'll see what they can do, man. We'll see. Quistaya says the Bulls have no formula. LaVine is shooting too many wild shots and mid-range shots. DeMar shooting threes at a low average. No playmaking skills. Vucevic is easily punished by lengthy teams. I think Vooch has been standing up a little bit better, but he can't do it. Like you can't expect Vooch to be a 20-13 guy against a team with a bunch of lengthy players, but he still plays, again, the most consistent Bull. Haize, the locker room is broken. AK is turning into guard packs. I'll hold off on saying they're turning into guard packs. Let's see what they do. See, what guard packs would do in this offseason is they would sign Derrick Rose and Pat Beverly and be like, we got 2 Chicago kids back. Yeah, but that didn't address the center, the size, the rebound. Don't worry about it. We got some players back who were from the city of Chicago or from Iowa. Our new assistant coach is from Iowa State. We locked in, bro. Like that would be it. Oh, man. If Dalen Terry is giving you heart and energy off the bench and you don't go on a run, then nothing can save this team. Listen, you couldn't tell Dalen Terry he wasn't out there playing in the finals, bro. Brendan L. Jet says, I was playing my ass off and Billy took me out and I took that personally. Dalen Terry. Put that on the t-shirt, man. Before I go to sleep, I know it's not going to happen, but I wish we could do a soft rebuild. I wish we could get a new coach, which we know isn't happening. Trade away DeMar Alonzo, even though no one wants him. Listen, that would be a hell of an offseason, Alana, and we all know that you're typing while you sleep right now. You are actively sleep typing right now. We all know this. Shut down them. Oh no, ain't nobody shutting down nobody. Like y'all let's be realistic. Like I get it, we frustrated. I'm frustrated too. But let's be realistic. Ain't nobody shutting nobody down. I know you said no to this over 1,000 times, but I hate this squad so much. I'd rather rebuild. They don't represent Chicago at all. I feel what you're saying. Like I said before, I understand the idea behind it. I really do. It's just not realistically happening, right? It's not happening. But I definitely understand it. My dad's in the building. He says this team gave up. This team gave, like I said, it was 8 minutes into the first quarter. You could tell this team's body language was like, oh, we not up by 15 yet? Oh, well, we losing this game. It's crazy, man. We went from 2 games out of the 6 to borderline 2. You remember when we were 1 game below 500 at this point last week? We were 1 game below 500. Now look at us, right back in the crap, in the shit. To be frank, oh man, it's crazy. Drip Lord 1881 says, "Thank God I didn't watch the game." Hey, listen, this is what you do. This is what you do. I tell you exactly how you can watch the game in a condensed version. Go and get 3 cans of chili. Go get 2 packs of hot dogs. Eat all of that. Whatever you do after that, whether it comes out the top or the bottom end, put it in the toilet. That's what this game was. And that's it. That's all you need to know, bro. Like, that's it. You ain't got to watch nothing. You get to eat. You get some calories in you. That's it. You ain't even got to sit through a 2.5 hour long game. That's all it is. If I was Vooch, I wouldn't come back if DeMar is still on this team. Hey, can you imagine that in negotiations? Be like, all right, Vooch, this is the contract we got you. Vooch is looking over it like, I like that number, but we have one thing that we need to go. DeMar needs to get off this motherfucking team. Like, that's Vooch just perfectly says that. I can absolutely see the negotiations going that way. Sluggo says, I can't watch the Bulls if we're not going to make key moves like signing the best buyout player ever, Danny Green. Front office not even. Oh, you got when you look to Danny Green to save your franchise, man, I guess he'll come put the franchise on his back. I guarantee you Danny Green can make an entry pass, though. I guarantee you he can do that. I guarantee you can make an inbound pass. That's crazy, man. Bulls can't take if they try. They just suck. Oh, no, if we started trying to tank, we'd win the next 10 games in a row. The moment that the Bulls are statistically eliminated from the playoffs, watch them go on a 10-game winning streak, and you just be like, this what we doing? This what we doing? Uh, Bi says, I'm depressed for our Bulls right now. Listen, you ain't gotta be depressed for them. Did you see that body language? They're depressed for themselves right now. They are absolutely depressed for themselves right now. It's like you like. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now. Zach LaVine is in the back, soaking with some baby oil and bath bombs, and he's crying right now in the locker room. And when somebody asks him why he's crying, he can be like, they don't pass. I didn't get the last. Bitch, stop being light skinned, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Like this is crazy, man. This is just ugly, man. This is ugly. This team would be the 5th seed with D Rose, Danny Green, and Taj. Front office not even trying. Oh man. Facebook user says, yo, let me keep it real. Bulls need new owners, point blank period. If we stop showing up to the games, maybe they'll put some effort in the team. They don't care because we sell out. And we're not going to stop selling out. Like, that's just it. We're not going to stop selling out. And the ownership group is never, I said this on today's episode, there's zero chance in my lifetime, your lifetime, our grandkids' timeline that the Reinsdorf sell the team. It's just not going to happen. It's not looking likely. It's not happening. Haize, at this point, if we do bring in Westbrook, if nothing else, we'll have drama every game for the rest of the season. Russ can argue with Zach and DeMar every night. Oh yeah, over who's taking too many shots. Yeah, I guess that'd be fun to watch, like reality TV at that point. I guess I don't know, man. Marcus Brown says at this rate, the Bulls need to just tank for Victor Wembanyama and put Vooch as center off the bench. Zach wasn't worth them. Why put Vooch off center off the bench? Like none of that. And first of all, like the Bulls have like a less than 20% chance of getting the first overall pick. And you know, we not lucky. Well, I mean, hell, we had a 1.7% chance when we got Derrick Rose. Listen, the basketball gods are not smiling upon the Chicago Bulls right now. They're just not. Melvin says, this makes Javonte Green expendable. Dalen Terry. Green brings energy and heart, but been injury prone. Don't think we should pay a player like that a lot of money to keep him if hurt a lot later. Oh, they weren't paying. I've been saying this all season. Been trying to prime you guys. Dalen Terry is not going to be back on the Chicago Bulls next. It doesn't matter how good, how injured, uninjured he was. He was not coming back to the Chicago Bulls. The money he's about to get offered out in free agency is just not something the Bulls were going to be able to match. For 29, at that point, a player going into their first big contract at 30 years old, they weren't going to pay that anyway. Vern, the issue ain't Billy. We see a lot of teams overcome average coaching. The squad just doesn't. No. Those teams still usually have a generational talent or one of the top 10 teams in the NBA. This is coaching. Absolutely. The problem is absolutely one of the problems. It's not anything on just one person, but it's definitely part of the problem. Guard packs drafted 2 power forwards. No, they drafted a power forward in the center. Stop that. They drafted a power forward in the center. What do you be watching? And then you said Wemby is another Wiseman. Have you watched? Like, this is literally idiotic. Have you watched? Like, Wemby's offense, if Wiseman had 1/5 of the offensive potential Wemby has, Wemby would be a starting center on 15 out of the 30 teams in the league. They're not even similar play styles, bro. Like, you literally are just talking. You couldn't have possibly watched Wembanyama play a single game, bro. No way the front office thinks this team can even make the playoffs at this point. We really just lost to the team that has our pick. Listen, bro, they got to get that pick better. They got to get that pick better. Bulls can't develop. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why everybody's like, let's blow it up and rebuild. It's like, okay, so you want to see 10 more years of us sucking before maybe we get lucky like we did Rose and we get a player that just takes us just off the back of them alone, takes us to the stratosphere. Like, that's not a strategy. It's not a strategy. It's not happening. playing for the Chicago Bulls is a toxic environment. Yeah, man, you got this motherfucker coach that chews gum more than he draws up plays for you. You got a player that pump fakes 5,000. Like my phone just rang once and hung up. I'm sure it was DeMar DeRozan pump faking over the phone. Like you got a player that cares more about pump faking than anything else. You got a player who's the highest paid player on your team that forgets how to play the game of basketball in the fourth quarters. We're in basketball purgatory, man. It really just is that. Just tune in to more NBA Central. That's crazy, man. Jimmy says 3 and 21 on 3 points. What do you even do in practice? They don't practice that shot. Like what are we in the last 2 games? Like, because we shot a terrible position. We got to be like 10 of like 52 in the last 2 games. Let's take a look at it. I'm sure it's terrible because the Bulls just suck. Like, so against Cleveland, we were against Cleveland, we were 5 of 21. So that's 5 of 21 against Cleveland. We made 3 of them tonight. 3 of 21. We are 8 for 42 in the last 2 games. 8 of 42 from 3-point range. Let that sit in again, right? Not a high school team where most of the players are just out there because their parents are making them do some type of activity. A basketball team in the NBA full of professionals getting paid millions of dollars to play a game have gone a total of 8 of 42 in the last 2 games. Let me repeat that again. 8 of 42. That's crazy. That's wild right now. That's 8 of 42. 8 of 42. That's bananas, man. That's crazy. That's wild, man. Oh, man. Jimmy One says the Bulls are 0-4 since the trade deadline. Betting on continuity. Betting on continuity. Young City wants his bitch stop being like. Oh, man, that is funny, bro. Brendan Odette, bitch stop being light skin. Another Haize quote. Hey, man, we got to start printing out tees. We need to find somebody to make tees so we can just have a stack of them. Like, that's bananas, man. What has happened to this team, yo? How did we get here? That's the biggest question, right? That's the question that everybody needs to be asking themselves. How did we get here? Well, we just talked about it. We know how we get here. The devil smiling at the Bulls. Oh, yeah, man. Don't forget, the devil listens to prayers, too. That AK was praying like, hey, listen, we just pray and then we hope we're going to make the second round. We're going to bet. Like, we just pray that this team plays better this season and comes together on continuity. And the devil's just sitting there like, I got you. This is Angel checking in. I got you on this one. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. Yeah. So go ahead and sell me your soul. It's done. Oh, yep, you got it. Oh, you thought you was winning? Like, come on, fam. This team sucks. Arturis Carnesova looked at the Bulls roster and decided it was the only one in the NBA that didn't need to make a mid-season. You know what? We saw and they did it twice. Saw every other team improve, right? In the free agency, right? The Cavs, all these other teams making signings, and the Bulls say, "No, I think we're good with what we got." Then got a chance over 50 games to look at these teams play, and the fact that they passed the Bulls up and said, "You know what? I think we're still good. We're going to keep running it back." Continuity is everything. Who needs talent when you have continuity, right? Who needs that? We don't need 3-point shots. We got continuity. We don't need wins. We got continuity. Who needs to hang another banner in the United Center? We already got 6 of those. We got 6 titles. Who needs to win titles? We're winning continuity, right? That's what we're doing. We winning continuity. The continuity championship, we got that, bro. That's under wraps. Don't even worry about it. We got that in the bag. We are the continuity champions of the 2023 NBA season. That's what we got. In my opinion, what Mike Jones says, guys, without sounding too crazy, Vooch would fit in real with with what Dallas needs, him and Luka. All right, but what they got to send us back that we want, they at that point they trying to hold on to everything, right? And keep in mind we can't trade now. So if they do sign him with, that would be the biggest smack in the face if Nikola Vucevic leaves the Chicago Bulls as a free agent to sign on a mid-level extension contract that's $10.5 million for the Dallas Mavericks. Man, listen here, bro. Listen here. That's wild, bro. That's bananas, man. That's crazy. This team is trash, bro. We are 13 for 68 in the last 3 games. That's crazy. That's bananas, man. Okay, I'm going to answer this truthfully, and depressed Bulls fans, the way that I answer this, the vitriol that may come out of me, it's not directed at you. It's directed at the team. This is where I'm at with this. We are now talking about adding a player, and then we're saying we don't care that it doesn't add anything to the win column. We just want it to be exciting, entertaining. That's where we've come to at this point. It's not about wins, right? We don't care. We know this team ain't gonna win. We care now about it getting exciting, right? I don't give a damn about nothing that ain't gonna help this team get dubs, man. I don't care how exciting it is. We can make a move that makes us more boring, but if the more boring comes with wins, that's what we need to do. Hey, thank you for supporting the channel with the super chat. Seaway's World says they keep saying we're the last in the league in 3-point attempts. However, that's our bet interest. We suck. We need a draft. We need to draft Sloot and Quiggs. That's funny. I would take Kalia Copper right now would be a better starting 2 guard than Zach LaVine because she at least can play in the 4th quarter, right? And she'll body up somebody on defense regardless. The Bulls front office has the Clayton Bigsby disease. They think the opposite of what they really are. I'm going to listen to Rod Wave and watch OD Rose highlights. DeMar D hip replacement. That's crazy. Oh, man, that is hilarious, man. D Nice says the red got so watered down. Now I see orange. Oh, that's funny, man. That is funny. I'm so pissed at them. I can't even be pissed. That's funny, bro. My wife decided to switch her Monday night class at MSU to Tuesday just because this semester. Prayers up. Shooter's still out there. Hey, definitely pray. That's crazy, bro. Like, what is happening, man? See, orange is wild. Bro, wait, first of all, are you calling Raid, Wando, and Butler a super team? What? In what world was that a super team? What are you... Bro, hold on, wait a second, man. Hold on. I gotta look at you in your eyes, bro. What are you smoking? Because I need some, bro. Because you just called the 3 alpha season a super team. Like, he really said, hey, super teams never work out. Look at Ray. That's your example you went to. Look at Wade, Rondo, and Butler. You have a whole team in James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and KD that just didn't work out. And what you went to and talking about super teams not working was the 3 alphas. That's what you went to? Bro, what is happening? Haize, at least we have this community. Ali Fowl, thank you for the super chat and support the channel, brother. Hey, we're always gonna be here, man. I tell you what, we may have a crisis hotline this weekend because I really do see the Bulls going 0-3 this week, which would mean that we're gonna go into the All-Star break with a 6-game losing streak. And I just can't wait to see how fans react when that happens, man. That's crazy. Bro called me D. Oh, man, I did say D nice. My bad, bro. Like, wow. It just came to mind. My fault, fam. Oh, man. We should have gotten Kenyon Martin Jr., including Derrick Rose, and Pat Beverly to exciting some type of excitement with this type of winning culture. First of all, D Rose ain't been part of a winning culture half of his career. Like, let's just be clear here. That like all that you just did does not provide any type of excitement unless you just want to see, unless you just are addicted to seeing losing. D Rose, you think that the answer right now, that's what we've gotten to. D Rose, who I understand D Rose always coming up, Kenyon Martin Jr. and Pat Beverly would establish some type of winning. That's what establishes winning culture to you? Wow, bro. Like, you literally switch one toxic environment to another one. Like, that's just that's crazy, bro. CP Honcho says, sorry, Lord Haize. I mean, big threes. No, I'm just being silly, bro. I got to laugh to keep from crying, bro. I'm just being silly with you, man. I'm just being silly. Don't take it seriously, bro. Oh, man. Team so bad. I want to play 2K. Elton Brand, Kukoc, Fred Hoiberg, Ron Artest, Rusty LaRue, and them boys. That's tough, bro. This is wild, man. Woo. I saw a comment from Melvin. I skipped. Let me get to that one. Bro, before you turn off this video, the free agency class is loaded with good shooters, role players, etc. Something we need. No reason for Acme to not get any of them. Like, oh, bro, there's tons of reasons. You know, we expect Lonzo to come back and hit 150 3-pointers per game. You know, that's what they expect. We think that we are going to literally be able to take the spirit of prime Tony Kukoc, and transplant it into the body of Kobe White. That's what we feel like we're going to be able to do. You know, the AK right now is researching, you know, the best hoodoo and witchcraft in America right now. He's studying with them. That's why we're not going to see him again to the end of the season. He's right now practicing the soul taking technique from Shao Tsung from in Mortal Kombat. Shao Tsung, whatever, however you say his name. I'm murdering it because I'm halfway drunk right now. But he's doing that right now. He's studying in Outworld right now, trying to learn that technique to pull the spirit out of other players. We are literally going to take the spirit of Scottie Pippen and transplant it into the body of Patrick Williams. That's going to be the moves that we make this offseason. We ain't making no signings. Why do signings when we got soul magic, bro? What you talking about, fam? Like, we ain't doing none of that. He out here learning magic, bro. Black magic. You ever seen the movie Venom? Like, legit, not Marvel's Venom, the other movie Venom. That's exactly what they doing, bro. Like, Shang Tsung. Oh, that's what it is. Like, I'm tired, man. The real question is, why the fuck is Tony Bradley still on the team? Acme took that Embiid tweet on Tony Bradley way too seriously. Hey, man, listen. What? Okay, Tony Bradley's not on the team. Then what? What happens, bro? What happens? I just want to know. Acme gonna have to build more liquor stores in Shy if they want to sell tickets next year. That's crazy. That's wild. Oh man, you know what they're gonna do? I take that back. Right now, AK has Mark. That's why we haven't seen Mark Eversley. He has Mark Eversley playing the role of Morgan Freeman from The Dark Knight. You remember in The Dark Knight Returns when they had that knee brace that they put on Christian Bale's leg, and all of a sudden he was able to start doing karate and shit again. They are developing that knee brace currently right now. When Lonzo Ball comes back, he's going to be half man, half machine. He's literally going to have a bionic leg that's going to allow him to jump from half court and dunk on everybody. Like, we're going to have the most exciting team of 2025. Like, just watch, it's coming. I'm telling you right now. This is what we have in store for the Chicago Bulls season. We're going to finish out this season. We're going to be slightly outside the play-in. Our draft pick is going to fall at number 5. That's going to go to the Orlando Magic, right? The apocalypse is going to happen. At that point, then Jesus will come back. And after that happens, Lonzo Ball will be ready to play basketball again. And then we'll have the best team in basketball because the world will be so decimated. We're talking about post-apocalyptic basketball is what we're talking about right now. The Chicago Bulls are going to take the continuity into that, and then we're going to have the best team in the world. That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, I'm just letting y'all know how this is finna work out. Don't worry about it. We'll all be dead, but at least the Bulls will be the best team in basketball at that point. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to take death, destruction, all of that. And then once that happens, we in that bitch, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it's long-term plan. You got to think, bro. You got to think. Long-term planning here. You have to be the best basketball team in the world when everybody else is dead. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Adrian says, by the way, I'm mad as hell that I have to fix. I have tickets for next Friday against the Nets. I bought them months ago. Hey man, you about to see us get cooked. Like that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see front row seats of us getting cooked. That's what you about to see. Haize, are you a Biggie Bagel, Cuppy Coffee, or Dashy Donut support? I support Biggie Bagel, bro. Like right now, Biggie Bagel would have a double every single night. Like this, like every single night. Goddamn, the Bulls roster got left out of heaven. Yeah, bro. Like, listen, if any other roster in the NBA deserved to live in hell on earth, is it not the Chicago Bulls roster? Is it not? Like, imagine what's worse than working for Jerry Reinsdorf in purgatory? What's worse than that? There's no worse version of hell than that. Ever. Richard Cook says, hey, that was funny. This motherfucker Haize got WWE storyline in this. WWE wish I wrote for them. Oh, man. Spicy P is Pascal. Is that their nick? That's what they call him, is Spicy P? Listen, that sounds like he needs a shot. Like that's what that sounds like. Is he's living VD? That's what he is? That's deep, bro. Like you're a living venereal disease. That's deep, man. I don't know how hey, listen, that's next level, bro. At this point, I'll take the other ball, bro. At least he can steal. At least he can play. Like, hell, fuck the stealing. At least he can play. Richard Crook says, laughing my ass off. Now the rapture took place and the Bulls left behind. You listen, bro, like you can see, like, literally, the rapture came and they looked at the Bulls roster and was like, hey, man, we ain't got no y'all can't you can't ride with us. Oh my God, what happened to this team? Oh man, what happened? Well, how did we get here, man? Y'all remember the first 25 games of last season? Y'all remember that? Can we go back there? Can we take that back? Can you take me back to that? Shout out to the pain, man. I don't know what to say. Continuity. Man. This post game blunt helping me like y'all silly, man. That's crazy, bro. We the 2023 continuity champions, man. Like, what you talking about, bro? Question: do you foresee any of the players asking for a trade? If so, who? No, I mean, I really don't know, man. I really don't see anybody. If they were, they would have asked for it at this deadline. I don't see anybody asking for a trade. They may want it, but I don't see anybody like going to the front office demanding it. Jello, the best defender of the three, dude even gets steals and wow. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, man. Hold on, I got something for y'all. So in the post-apocalyptic world that we're talking about, right? And where everyone's dead and it's just the Chicago Bulls left. Like that's it. It's just the Chicago Bulls left because everybody else decent got taken up to heaven. This literally would be Zach LaVine. Like this would be him. Light skin, strange, and confused. That would be Zach LaVine in the post-apocalyptic world that we just built. That's gonna be Zach LaVine. He's confused as a motherfucker. Just confused and bewildered. Like that's literally, and this is DeMar looking at him like, hey man, this is where you got us, motherfucker. Now it's just me and you. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? That's where we are right now. That's where we are, bro. Oh man, the Chicago continuities, man. We sure got some continuity in this bitch. We got the continuity. We got the continuity. Education James is strange and confused. Oh man, bro, that's crazy, bro. This is wild. I can't believe this is where we are, bro. I can't believe this is where we are right now. That's wild. That's crazy. Oh man, the Chicago Bulls, bro. You gotta love it, man. You just gotta love it. That's so crazy. Seriously, how did we get here? So frustrating, bro. Rebuilding still stupid and unrealistic. That is going to happen. So no, have not changed my mind on rebuilding. Retool? Yeah. Rebuild? Nah. Rebuild stupid. We need that Instagram woman that took the whole Suns team, except it would be. Pause. Bro, you gotta stop. You gotta put a trigger warning in something like first of all, you almost made me laugh, and that mug came from the depths of my soul, and I almost just coughed. Like, first of all, that's funny. That's a next level joke right there. That's tiered joking. Y'all want to see the GOAT at joking? That's tiered joking. That's deep. That's crazy. That's crazy. Calling people light skinned and referencing Keyfield is funny, not gonna lie. Hey, listen, you gotta be able to tell. Like people, the art of joke telling is something a lot of people don't get. By the way, we just got word. This is AK and Zach LaVine. This is them right now. Yeah, just pale and confused. Pale and confused, man. That's deep. It gets deep out here. But all right, man. I gotta get ready to go do Locked On Bulls, y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in after this pain, going through this therapy session with me. We in for a long season, man. There are two things that are certain that's gonna happen over the course of this season. The Bulls are gonna keep losing, and I'm gonna keep having post-game shows and live streams for you guys. Other than that, everything else is up in the air, man. I don't know what else is gonna happen. Y'all make sure y'all go over Locked On Bulls, though, man. I love you guys, man. Let me do the spiel. I wasn't going to do it because I'm just kind of pissed, but if you want to follow the show, you can do so at Bull Central Pod. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for our mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related and therapy needed. We out this bitch. Peace, y'all. See red? No, see orange. Like, this is what we at the see orange, man. See orange if you can, because ain't nobody seeing red right now. Ain't nobody seeing red, but peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.
See red.